The government encourages initiatives towards food security and self-sufficiency to curb dependency on food handouts. As a step towards realizing this initiative, the World Food Programme and the Hardap Regional Council recently signed a Memorandum of Understanding for the implementation of a Sustainable Food Systems Program in Hardap region.
So we sign here, and then somebody will put the date.
Yes, you've signed, and this one. Yes, copies done with this one. Yes, I just already initiated.
After this signing, the balls will roll a bit faster.
Yes.
They've already started rolling.
Okay.
The implementation of the Sustainable Food Systems Program establishes the framework for collaboration between Hardap Regional Council and the World Food Programme aimed at promoting sustainable food systems in the region. As part of this agreement, the World Food Programme will offer technical support and expertise in setting up diverse agricultural projects to ensure food security and to uplift the communities.
We are so excited to be part of this program for the whole region. We will continue to work together. And one of the important things that for us has brought in a lot of satisfaction this year is the scaling up of partnerships.
The chairperson of the Hardap Regional Council, Gershon Dausap, emphasized the need for citizens to take responsibility for their own lives by producing their own food instead of waiting for handouts.
Let's take this opportunity with both hands and expand to the whole Hardap region, wherever we can, so that we can sustain ourselves.
Hardap Governor Solomon April encouraged the Hardap Regional Council management and leadership to drive the government development plans and include the communities in projects which will improve their lives.
Namibia is doing its business of developing the people of this country on clear development plans that are out there that gives the discourse with very clear print in itself as to what we should be doing as leaders and what the communities should do to change around the lives of our people. A search and a quest to arrive at a place where Namibia will start to feed herself. You need to have partners and friends that should share in the undertakings that the government has taken to develop its people.
April further encouraged the inhabitants to work together and support socio-economic development initiatives regardless of their political differences. As part of the first step towards achieving the objective of ensuring nutrition of food supply at schools, the World Food Programme collaborated with Roots Namibia to support the implementation of the Stampriet School Integrated Food Systems Project at Stampriet Primary School. The project will support the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture's homegrown school feeding program, which focuses on providing a balanced meal for the learners. The integrated food project has already set up chicken coops of 480 chicken per cycle and a 2.5 hectare field to produce spinach, tomatoes, cucumbers and pumpkins, among others. The project was established to ensure healthy diets using efficient practices to deliver affordable food items within an integrated food systems approach in partnership with the World Food Programme, Stampriet Primary School and Roots Namibia, which will offer innovative agricultural expertise.
Phase 1 is the garden and the broilers. Phase 2 is also chickens, but layers for eggs and the milk and the milk cows. Phase 3 is the permanent crops and intensive stock farming. So those are the 3 phases to try and give the child a totally balanced diet directly from the garden, number 1, and also not to have your proverbial eggs in all one basket on the commercial side when you're selling your product. Because let's say the garden gets a insect infestation like we did now with our tomato plantation on the farm, then that's it, the children have got nothing. But as long as you, but that's also the catchphrase in agriculture today, diversification. You can no longer call yourself a cattle farmer or a sheep farmer. And I think that is a lesson that we've all learned with this drought that we've had that only broke 2-3 years ago. So we're also implementing it here. And that's also why it's called an integrated food system.
The project will also give the children first-hand experience in food production by participating in the production process, value addition, and selling their produce, thereby enhancing their entrepreneurial skills.
A very good project where these children will actually see that a tomato can be turned into tomato sauce. The school will have a shop where the kids will see how do we sell and make money from that tomato paste. And that education will pass on to the whole community. So we are here to work with you, partnership, to make sure we are all jointly accountable. And what we bring on board, apart from the accountability with the local authorities, is bringing in private sector. You know, WFP, I never knew that you cannot grow beetroot all the time until I started knowing some people from the private sector who are experts, like Kalonda in the roots. We have about 7 other service providers across the country who have the same expertise. We are working with the San community in Sumkwe, and they are giving us the awareness of what they need to grow in order to improve their livelihoods. So bringing in this private sector in different parts of the country, they know best what to do, more than we do as WFP. And also within the region, there are things that not everybody is an expert. So bringing in partners and experts always helps to improve things. And finally, we are going to move a bit more at a high speed because 2030 is not far. That is the year of zero hunger, sustainable development goals, which even the government of Namibia has signed to, even people who are the community as councillors and politicians have signed to, that by 2030 we want to eliminate hunger. It's only 8 years from now. So we need to move with speed. So the days that we spend 80% of the day discussing about strategy, those days are gone. Now we have to spend 80% of our day action. How much do we produce? We have so much strategies in Namibia. If you go to the Ministry of Agriculture, files and files, a lot of strategies and policies. And I'm happy that Governor here always tells me, let's walk the talk. So now we are walking the talk. We have seen in Stampriet, the school is now having an irrigated farm. You're seeing the chicken houses are coming up. In a few weeks, we'll have chicken and eggs. That is walking the talk. So if we do that in every constituency, in the next 2-3 years, we will really transform.
We are starting small, anticipating to grow big. I want to, at the onset, also join the chorus of the chairperson where he thanked the Director of Development in his remarks. And I'd like to say that with emphasis and also appeal to everyone whom I have seen seated in this hall this morning. I see us having a relationship and a partnership where we are expected that every morning, by God's grace, when we wake up from our beds, that we become self-driven. because the people on whose account and behalf we are having the titles and the offices that we are sitting in, every day is a challenge for those people out there, the communities whom we are called to serve. Every day is a struggle for those people to have something to eat. How do you build houses for people if they are hungry? So that's why in Hardap region, amongst priorities, as a collective, we believe that dignity comes when somebody feels good about him or herself. You cannot instill dignity where there is no joy and pleasant feeling within an individual. We are implementing a standing policy position of the government of the Republic of Namibia to gear and to move towards a place of self-reliance and self-sufficiency for the nation and the people of this country.